Okay, so the next item, and this will be very brief.
It's an EIJ 2021 update. This board already approved moving the venue to New Orleans in the April meeting, and Bashrat has been proceeding on that, so there's no action item here, but I did want to give you an update. As mentioned in the weekly report, Bashrat and I were going to visit on Tuesday. Kelly was going to join us, and unfortunately, Kelly, we did miss you, some work things came up anyway. I mean, it's great, but I have to say, Kelly did send us some good pointers by email. It's really important to have the local touch there. So it was basically a standard venue visit. I do believe it is actually a very good space for our convention.
I love the search committee. I guess if I had any recommendation at all, it would be Patty chairs it because she's going to be the one working.
For the benefit of those people who are not on our board emails, this came up, I think, the day before yesterday in an email. Just impossible for Patty to chair this because a month or so, no, but let me just say, I mean, since you brought this up, I would rather not have discussed this, my reasons for not selecting Patty, but since you brought it up, I'm telling you, it would be a catastrophe.
Alex,
and furthermore, let me just say, this is actually out of order because
no, this is not.
Per our bylaws,
our bylaws allow us to do this as a
yes, but the SPJ president is the chief executive of the society.
That is not the reason that we would like to have Patty.
No, but let me tell you.
No,
Patty, no, but Patty, I know you went around and spoke to people before this, and it's very disappointing, and I hope no one does it in your term. But Patty, let me finish, Sue, because I am leading this meeting.
Fine.
And
do not chastise me publicly.
No, I'm telling you, there are very good reasons that Erwin and I chose to construct this committee the way we did.
Alex, maybe
and we have.
Why we have a reason as to why we think Patty should do it. If you could just take a moment and then you can come back. This is how you have a conversation.
This whole conversation is actually out of order. Patty.
No, it's not, Alex. Listen, there is a
Patty.
section in the
I've
bylaws.
called on Patty. I'm sorry, Sue. I'm leading the meeting and I've called on Patty.
To appoint and assign duties.
I'm sorry, Sue, but I'm leading the meeting. I'm chairing this meeting and I've recognized Patty.
Be a leader and let your
Sue, I have recognized Patty. She has the floor.
But truly, you did not communicate with me at all through the whole process, and for that, I'm very disappointed. So you might chastise me for disappointing you, for seeking support from fellow board members, but you did not communicate with me. You called me 15 minutes ago when I was prepping for this meeting for the very first time to explain your reasons.
The bylaws say that, yes, you can appoint members. They also say that the board can appoint members.
No, they do not.
They actually do, and I can point.
No, they do not. No, they do not.
I can read the line of the memo.
No, they do not.
I can read it to you if you'd like, if you'd let me.
No, they do not.
Yeah, Matt, will you please read it for the board?
This has been a problem this entire year.
Pertinent language is in Article 7, Section 3, and it's pretty clear as I read it. The Board of Directors is authorized to appoint and assign duties to committees that it deems necessary.
Yep.
But that is not our policy. This is a joint task force of the two boards. It's not our policy. It is not our policy.
But it is a bylaw.
Let's try that because
okay, we really do have to wrap this up. The fact is, we're really having a discussion about nothing.
I don't think this is going very well. I mean, maybe I'm the only one, but the way our bylaws are set up, whether it's this discussion or broader discussions, nothing is really out of order if the board decides to do something, Alex. And you've done all this great work, but I think the reason that there's been all this argument is that you do have a tendency to talk more than you listen, and you do have a tendency to sort of take all the great stuff you've done and then just double down on it. A lot of times, you've done all this great work. When we would question it or ask questions about it, it's not to pick it apart, it's to make it stronger. So I just don't feel like we're out of order when we ask questions, but I hope the rest of this meeting not only goes a little more civilly, but that you listen a little more than you talk and that everyone else gets to talk. And
well, the rest of the meeting will go a little civilly when we move on and start discussing some of the important decisions we have to make.
Well, if Alex, if you don't want to call the vote, what is the process there? Does Patty take over the gavel for this motion if you don't want?
No. No, but I'm going to tell you something. This plan I put together only works if you allow me to lead SPJ at the end of my term. No, I'm telling you, this board needs to start being supportive, not only of this president, but of this staff. You've done several things recently that have upset the staff.
So have you.
Get on board with this.
Do not go down that road.
What?
So moving right along,